And we welcome you back here to the Holman Center here in the NIT quarterfinals in the upper right quadrant. Earlier today, the Ohio State Buckeyes lost to the Georgia Bulldogs in Columbus 79-77. The Bulldogs are the first team to clinch a berth to the NIT semifinals and their trip to Indianapolis. So far here, between the Sycamores and Bearcats, what do you know about Robbie Avila?
He struggled in this NIT. They've won both of their games, and they've won pretty handily, but a guy that's averaging 17 points a game and has had 5 games with 25-plus points, only shooting 25% this tournament, and at the moment 3 for 9 as he missed that free throw.
Missed the first free throw. Avila shoots 83% from the line, misses the first one.
Hopefully we don't awake a giant by talking about any of this, but
second one falls in. Sycamores trail by 6, 16:49 left to go in this matchup. Drizzle James leads all scorers with 15 points, shooting 7 of 14 from the floor. Skillings, top of the key. On the Sycamore logo, goes off the Drizzle James left wing. Lukosh is top of the key to Skillings. Skillings drives in layup. That one falls in off the glass. Dan Skillings, 8 points, 4 of 9 from the floor.
Indiana State switched up a little bit. They came out in a 3-2 zone, and the Bearcats are able to get it to the middle. And you find Dan Skillings and let him go to work, and that happens.
Julian Larry, dribble handoff to Jaden Kent. Gives it off to Avila, top of the key. Avila picks up his dribble, guarded by Bandego, top of the key, gives it off. This is going to be Isaiah Swope. Isaiah Swope, bounce pass to Avila with 5 left in the shot clock. Avila's going to drive in on Bandego, layup off the glass. That one is in for Robbie Avila.
I'll give him credit. He plays at his own pace and has done a pretty good job at it. You know, he reaches 9 points on the night. Indiana State wants him to get going here pretty quick.
John Newman has it, gives off to Lukosius. Thought about it. Lukosius, top of the key, gives off to Skillings. Skillings to the paint, pump fake layup with the right hand. That one falls in for Dan Skillings.
A little deja vu action there. And Indiana State came out in a 1-3-1. They mixed up a little bit, showing the top guy, extending the wings. They're just trying to play some games with Cincinnati, but they came right back with the same recipe.
Isaiah Swope, left wing. Shoots a 3. That one is up, and that one is good. Nothing but net for Isaiah Swope.
He cashed that check right there. Left wing.
Lukosius has it, guarded by Kent. Underneath, Skillings. Skillings loses it, but it will stay Bearcat ball. And Jamil Reynolds goes to the score table. Looks like he's going to check in.
See, that ball possibly could have gone off of Dan Skillings right there, but in situations, I've even talked to some refs and playing college basketball, you know, if they see a foul, they might not call it. They'll just give the other team the basketball if it comes to a 50-50 like that, because they want to keep the game going. They want to play, but they're trying to maybe give it the maker call.
And it's going to be a travel called on Reynolds as he's driving in on Avila. Over the past 2 games, Jamil Reynolds has seemingly struggled, playing a little uncharacteristic.
Uncharacteristic indeed, making the 3 earlier for him, but you know they need to get him going inside and try to help this team in the middle of the court.
Julian Larry has it, going in on Reynolds. High pass, that's going to be Ryan Conwell. Avila, top of the key, thought about it, gives it off. Isaiah Swope. Isaiah Swope underneath to Avila, guarded by Reynolds. Avila making space. Reverse layup is up and good, and that cuts the Sycamore deficit down to 3. Skillings has it. Gets it off to Reynolds. Reynolds to James. James, top of the key. Gets off to Lukosius. A deep 3. I mean deep! Seamus Lukosius, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Silences the crowd here at the Holman Center.
Ooh-wee.
Scoop layup is good by Ryan Conwell.
Oh, my.
And these two teams are just dueling right now. This is the matchup we knew we were coming into. And it's definitely showing right now. Bearcats up 53-49, 14-07. One of those crazy sequences right there in this game. Bases are loaded for Dalton Pearson. Here comes the first pitch. Pearson, strike. That one falls in. Pearson bats .214 with runners in scoring position. Jesse at third, Sefcik at second, Guidry at first. The 0-1 to Pearson. That one is upstairs for a ball. That evens the count 1 apiece.
Corner infielder's in for the Huskies, ready to make that play at home. Middle infield playing back, shifted towards the left.
Comes to 1-1. That one is low for ball 2.
Of course, as I said that, the third baseman, Harper, for the Huskies decided to move back.
First baseman playing towards the infield. Right on the edge. And here comes the 2-1. That one is swung on, base hit. That will score a run. Here comes Sefcik rounding third. And that will score 2. Dalton Pearson, a 2 RBI single.
Pearson got a hold of that one, sent it right through the hole on the left side of the infield. 2-run score easily for the Cats. Extends their lead to 3.
Bearcats capitalize on the opportunity. This time it is Dalton Pearson. Next up to the plate will be the lefty, Tommy O'Connor. Runners on first and second, 1 out. First pitch, that one is in for a strike. Guidry at second, Pearson at first. Now, we saw in the first inning the Bearcats did a double steal. Do you think they do it again here?
Depending on what the count gets, I wouldn't be surprised with who's on base.
See 0-1 to O'Connor. That one swung on. That's another base hit. Here comes Guidry rounding third, and that will score another run. Tommy O'Connor, RBI single. 3 runs for the Bearcats in the bottom of the second.
That looked exactly like Pearson's single. Right through the hole, this time on the right side of the infield. Able to score the run from second. Bearcats extend their lead to 4. Just patting onto that lead.
Bearcats are up 5-1 here in the bottom of the second. Pearson at third, O'Connor at first, up to bat. Into 3-hole, Carrington Cross. Cross is 0-1 today, bats .371 on the year. Bats .333 with runners in scoring position. First pitch, that one is in for a strike, bottom corner. Christensen has 4 earned runs. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing. That'll even account 1 apiece. So we have our lucky ladybug here on our equipment that we found literally about an hour ago.
I'm not sure how he got into that spot.
It's been everywhere, honestly. It was on your computer. It was on my pencil. It's everywhere.
Worked its way across the table.
Here comes the 1-1. That one is down and away for ball 2. Hitter's advantage in the count. O'Connor takes the lead off of first. Pearson to lead off of third. Runners on the corners for the Bearcats. 2-1 count. 1 out in the bottom of the second. Here comes a pitch. Cross pops one up. Second baseman Nelson will call for it. And he makes the catch for out number 2.
Those infield pop-ups are not easy ones to track. That ball a lot when it gets up to the top of its arc will start turning, and it'll get you moving sideways in a little bit. We saw Pearson almost get off the bag when he saw the ball start coming down just in case an error was made.
Next up the bat in the 4-hole will be Josh Cross. He's 1-1 today. Now, when you say that, that reminds me of Brett Beatty's error versus the Dodgers last year. I remember seeing a track on Twitter of the ball, and rightfully so, those are very difficult to catch. First pitch is inside for a ball, gets away. O'Connor will go to second. So Bearcats have Pearson at third and O'Connor at second with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Josh Cross, catcher, bats .222 with runners in scoring position this year. Bats .256 on the year. Here comes the pitch. That one is swung on, base hit into left center. That'll score 1 run. Here comes O'Connor rounding third. Another 2 RBI single for the Bearcats, this time Josh Cross.
Beautiful RBI there from Josh Cross. He squared one up, sent an opposite field line drive right over the shortstop's head. 1 hops the left fielder, easily scores 2. Cats lead this one by 6.
7-1, Bearcats explode for 5 runs. Welcome back to Fifth Third Arena here with women's volleyball of your Bearcats and the Knights from the University of Central Florida. The Knights are currently up 17-9 here in the first set. It's Caitlin Grimes playing D as tonight, serves off the tape, and they're going to call hit the ground. Unfortunately, not a pancake for looks like Grimes, who made a good attempt on it. It's going to be an ace for Caitlin Grimes. She had 27 service aces last year, which was second best on the team. Pickering's going to swing. That one hits down in the court, back corner for a kill. Pickering ends the 5-0 scoring run by the Knights. Back to serve Carly Strabach, the grad transfer from Marquette. Played in all 229 sets across 65 games in the past 2 years. She receives that one. Good swing by Armour. Here comes Pickering. Right into the hands of Claudia Dillon. She blocks it right down for a point for the Knights. Dillon's third block of the night. That height is really playing an advantage for the Knights. Pickering swings again, over the block, received by Grimes. Outside of Wilson. Good receive by Leffler. Whittekin will just bump it over. Free ball, opportunity for the Knights. Back set Armour, off the tape, down for a kill. Scores 20-10 here in the first set. Substitution. Carly Glendinning comes in for Paige Pickering. Back to serve for the Knights will be Emily Wilson. She floats it over. Whittekin receives it. Back set Walker off the arms of the block. Great play by Grimes to keep it alive. Tip attempt by the Knights. And that one will fall for a kill as the ball was rolling down the net and Glendinning did not have a good angle on it to send it back over. Knights are on a 7-1 scoring run here in this first set. Wilson serves it again. And that is a put down right back into the court by Emily Wilson. Claudia Dillon back to serve. Wilson with the overpass. Just put it right back down to the court as Dillon serves again. Bearcats trail 22-10. Good swing by Walker. And that's going to be Glendinning who puts the overpass down with two hands into the middle of the court to notch her first kill of the night. Glendinning led the Bearcats in kills last year with 312, averaging nearly 3 kills per set. There's Wilson swinging down and off the arms of Walker. Wilson's just a power hitter. This is her third kill of the night. It's Ava Armour, the 6'5 freshman, goes back to serve. Good float serve. Put right back over by Glendinning. Wilson swings off the block and in. That's the freshman, Zato Washington. She has had an impact on this Bearcat squad as she comes to UC as the highest rated recruit in program history. 31st ranked player in the country, in the country of the class of 2023 according to PrepDig. Glendinning serves it. Received by the Knights on the slide. That's Hansen. Great up by Strabach. Alcantara swings down line for a kill.